This
Randy
is
Bullock
Madden
taking off for
NFL 21.
Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather. And with towels waving, we're underway from Heinz Field. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Roethlisberger under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Josh Bynes gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels.
Number 38.
And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
3-yard line.
Hey, watch the slant. You go tight. Panther 60. Panther 60. Tight right there.
Now Burrow down around his goal line. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Joe Hayden on the coverage.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they...
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on, come on, come up to 6.
A lot of points. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Roethlisberger is sacked.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
After the sack on 1st down, Roethlisberger. He'll get this to Connor underneath.
Roethlisberger's pass.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Roethlisberger will throw. Ebron with it over the middle. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29.
8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They'll run for it with Connor. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Connor. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Intercepted.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And the drive starts with a completion left side. Shedding the tackler, that gives him some room. And out across midfield down to the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Uzama. A gain of 22 yards.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
First down, Bengals.
Open man is Higgins. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And it brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Steeler. 1st and 10.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
The 24-yard line.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Oh, a design run for their wideout. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. From the 22, Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 20.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll... It got his man complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Airing one out for Boyd. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So instead of trailing into the lockers, they grabbed the lead with the clock reading all zeros before intermission.
I would love to go into the locker room with them because right now they're riding a nice wave, aren't they? They're feeling good about them.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Oh, he'll let one go deep for him. And that's caught inside the 35. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Again, here's Bernard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
The tackle made by Mike Hilton.
Bernard getting the handoff from Burrow. He'll have another 1st down and more. And the Bengals are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Cincinnati.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
The Bengals will line up.
I'm pretty sure that was a passing play, but he took off pretty quickly and ran with it.
Love his decisiveness on it because you're exactly right. He was supposed to go back in the pocket and survey the field and throw the football. But when that hole opened, he just said, forget it, let's go. And boy, did that work out well.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
On 2nd down, Samuels. And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 40-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Ben Roethlisberger with a touchdown pass to Juju Smith-Schuster. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for two. Sometimes it's a quarterback making a great throw, and sometimes it's... And oh, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
Offside, defense.
So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. A throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
A draw play, Bernard. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Brought down.
A gain of 3, second down.
A 3-yard pick.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16. Back now in Pittsburgh.
Steelers.
It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Complete.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Mixon trying to punch it in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Complete.
It's T. Higgins with a touchdown pass from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Steelers take over 1st and 10.
The Steelers ready to take over on offense. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 34. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Von Bell.
Intercepted.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 26.
Complete to Tyler
A
Boyd.
big play there for the Bengals. 57 yards.
First down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Burrow on.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6.
Conversion.
Now Burrow. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
At their own 25-yard line.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, 75 yards. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
By Steven Nelson.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down.
It was Joe Hayden, the former Pro Bowler, that came up to get him down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At their 48-yard line.
Man, I got you. Watch the ass.
Now it's Burrow. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Play action. It's Burrow. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
Terrell Edmonds.
Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now.
Chris Boswell.
Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And what could he possibly be thinking? He just took the fair catch at the 1-yard line. Major mistake.
At their own 1-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
Intended for Tyler Boyd.
We got a plane to catch.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They'll throw again from their own end zone. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Intended for Giovanni.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now.
And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times at the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic. I'm coming after you.
They'll look to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. And now they get the timeout call. So they got one of the big plays that they needed. Can they do it again? Don't change that dial. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. One last shot for Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's in! Are you kidding me?
How do you give that up?
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play. This one is going to sting for a while. I mean, how do you let that happen defensively?
One stop.
One stop. I know that it's easy to say that from the booth.